Welcome back, everyone, to more Standard on Arena with me, Autumn, aka Rainy the Witch. Is It Lessons, to my surprise, has become one of my favorite decks to play in Standard on stream. It's nice that it has some real game against the Badgermore Cub piles, and honestly has a lot of game against most of the decks in the format. Initially, I was a bit down on the Storm Chasers card, but I talked myself into playing it some more. However, I saw that someone did very well this past weekend with an Otterless version of Lessons in one of the spotlights. No Storm Chasers, only 2 copies of Boomerang Basics, and I wanted to give it a spin. For those who don't know, the Is It Lessons deck is a deck built all around the Lessons cards from Avatar: The Last Airbender. In particular, Accumulate Wisdom is a crazy card. Draws you 3 cards, and if you have a Gran-Gran in play, it does it for 1 mana. Hello, Ancestral Recall. We also have, Terminate, Shock, Sweeper / Deal 4, like some crazy lessons here. And as a late game engine, we have Artist's Talent plus Monument to Endurance, which is a really sweet little package. Suddenly every discard you do off your Artist's Talent from casting a spell is going to trigger the Monument, and either draw you a card to give you lots of resources, or burn your opponent out by making them lose free life. This deck is about really powerful to me whenever I give it a spin. I'm excited to get in some more games with Otterless Lessons. This is quite the fine hand. Saz's Chocobo. Kinda wanna get the Gran-Gran going. Much as I would like to shock this. Like, they could play a fetch land and get it out of range. But hey, green's normally one of my favorite colors. I just do not enjoy playing Badgermore Cub decks very much. I guess I enjoy Landfall. Landfall specifically is kind of vibes. But yeah. Oh, this is awkward. I'd love to get down an Artist's Talent to dig for my lands, but I'd also love to have Spell Pierce open for their free drop. I guess I'm gonna say go. I would love to Spell Pierce that, please. Alright, well, Boomerang Basics will be good at some point. I need to hit my land drops here, right? So I should probably just accumulate for a land. Okay. I wonder if I just Boomerang this, just reset it, and get in a Gran-Gran loot. Sounds good to me. Gran-Gran's almost online for the discount. Just need one more lesson. Oh, that's another Wild Wagon. We don't have an out to the combo kill at the moment, unfortunately. Other than blocking, I guess. Suppose I could block. Kind of feel like I just want to attack, though. Or maybe I was meant to play Monument before attacking. But I really need my mana open, I think. So I don't think I'm allowed to do that. I wonder if I discard Wisdom. Do I get that sweet discount? And then I could hold open Kicked, Burst, Lightning to not die, I suppose. Not the most exciting turn, but I do like not losing the game, so I guess it's fine. Esper Origins, what? That's not what I expected. Or they go for the Wild Wagon. I guess now they get to make me waste my mana. Or use the removal spell on something that doesn't matter. Yeah, maybe they just didn't have the combo kill even, if they're casting 2 Origins here. Makes things kind of interesting. I guess I'm just gonna kill the Chocobo, right? I can get a Ragagran swing. And draw off my monument. Doesn't mean I don't have an out to the Wild Wagon in hand yet, but I get to see a lot of cards. So we'll be fine. Alright. Get that attack in. Hope we find something, please. That is certainly something. Good lord. Isn't it just? Wrong order? In what way? Doing it this way around gets me a discard on the artist's talent. Doing it the other way around, I don't get any discards. You do the enchantment first, because then you get a discard. If you do the monument first, you don't get any, right? Or am I missing something? Obviously, it doesn't trigger the monument, but it still loots. So it's still worth sequencing for that. Alright. Badgermole Cub. Sure. Not the most relevant cub I've ever seen. Obviously aiming to combust this wagon. Aw, that's adorable, Sophia. The Harmonizer. Poor thing. Boop. Discard. Oh my god, that's such an obscene draw. I guess we just get rid of this. Well, if I get rid of the cub, I get a Gran-Gran attack, but it seems fine. Well, we have regrets. Yeah, I guess we're still just meant to swing Gran-Gran. We have a replacement in hand, right? Very nice. So we're going to be activating this in that turn. Do I even need to play out a land? I don't think I need to, right? Like, it would be nice, but... Here comes the Origins. Opponent seems very dead. I have to say. Valpis was kind of an all-star this game. No attacks. I wonder if they have Snakeskin in hand. No, they're not getting priority. Okay, that's a pretty phenomenal card. Oh boy. Start dealing damage to them. Alright. So deal 4 to this fine fellow. Get rid of the other 2. Is it good to draw 8 cards in your opponent's end step? You know, I think it might be. Oh, hi Emily R. Cheese to meet you. Welcome to the stream. I've never seen you here before, apparently. Alright, we are doing okay for ourselves. This was a nice recovery on the draw. We were definitely on the back foot for a few turns. But we sure did get there. Ba Sing Se. There are no opponents winning in Ba Sing Se. Where are my other monuments? I'm actually getting a little worried. Okay, thank goodness. Now I'm slightly less worried. I have 14 cards left? Sure, why not? Ooh, you love to see it. Attack with Gran-Gran, you take 13. Reasonable, reasonable. Landfall. So we definitely want these flash freezes. We definitely want this get out. The Riddler. Elpis was so good that game, but I feel like that's like pretty unusual. Pretty mulliganing. Definitely keeping this. What am I getting rid of? I don't want to go Gran-Gran on one and then just sit behind counter spells almost. Get rid of this Irohs. Is that crazy? I guess the problem is if they go Lana or Elf, I get completely owned. That kind of happens regardless, though. Love to not see Lana or Elf. Might be seeing this Chocobo use a fight spell. Nope. Just getting it out of shock range makes sense. Alright, Chocobo continues to grow. Wow, they're just saying go. That's wild. So awkward. This Chocobo's gonna get to 5 toughness now, and then I won't be able to Irohs it. I definitely just want to keep holding open counter spells for now, right? At least if they ever attack with the Chocobo, Gran-Gran starts attacking them. Let me see. Resolves, I suppose. What a weird game. Ooh, that's pretty nice. I'm slightly worried if I don't kill the Lana Elves that they get to double spell next turn. Obviously, I really want to develop an artist's talent. Very tricky. This might be a bit greedy. They need land, free drop to actually punish me for this. Which they could have, but that's such a large Chocobo. I wish I had the other copy of Boomerang Basics still in. Maybe I shouldn't be warding it out. It's pretty important against Saz's Chocobo, I feel like. Let's see. Oh. Get this Quench into the yard for Gran-Gran purposes. Combustion Technique is a phenomenal one. Sure. Okay, this is pretty chill. Obviously the Chocobo is completely terrifying, but opponent does not have much else going on. Eventually we will find an answer to it, I hope. I hope. Alright, swing with Gran-Gran. That's interesting. So, I really want this Combustion Technique. I also kind of want to discard it so I have another lesson in the yard. And then I can cast Monument this turn. Yeah, it's kind of wild, Sophia. I agree. I agree with you. Alright. Let's hope this Flashfreeze is good. 5, 6. I'm definitely countering that. Oh, an accumulate is insane. Oh, I really don't want to have to discard this Combustion Technique, but I think I meant to. It's fine. We have a chum blocker for the Sazes. Just wait. I guess I could just wait. Maybe I meant to wait there. I don't know. I'm not that scared of the Sazes is the thing. Like, I'm kind of just trusting we're gonna find an answer. Or that we're gonna get to block it or whatever. I just want to snowball as fast as possible. These Esper Origins have looked very embarrassing this match. They are not applying very much pressure. So we have 2 combustions and a boomerang left. Hey Avawan, good to see you. Yeah, I'm just not that scared, is the thing. I am gonna hold this boomerang, though. I'm definitely holding the boomerang. I could start with Accumulate to look for another monument, I suppose. There we go. You love to see it. Get in our attack. We have everything we could ever want right now. Opponent can have that Chocobo back. Upkeep, get rid of this elf. That bird wasn't scary. What are you talking about? Least scary bird. All it did was deal 15. Not even close to lethal. Do you ever think to yourself how busted Tasha's hideous laughter would be against Lesson sometimes? Deck is super low curve and like wins the game with 15 cards in deck pretty often. Is it Hideous Laughter or something like that? The one blue mill spell. A Choco Boo. Very spooky. Whoa, Living Conundrum. Incredible. I'm not sure I knew that that existed. Opponent does not seem to be having a great time. Pyro Hammer. I need a reminder on what that is. Lethal Gran-Gran attack, let's go. Very nice. Yeah, it felt harder than I expected. I will say. Alright. I don't love the idea of having to use Spell Pierce to protect Gran-Gran, but I think we might need to. So we can attempt to dig for our land drops. Alright, that's a good draw. I could just hold open Quench. I guess that would get me to 3 lessons in yard next turn. Then we get to cast a 1-mana Artist Talent. Maybe leveled up if we're lucky. Yeah, I'm playing the list about Storm Chasers at the moment. Wanted to see how it feels. Since I've definitely not been the biggest fan of Storm Chasers. On that note, here's the Storm Chasers. Not playing into my Quench is sad. Get in there, Gran-Gran. Skipping my land drop here is gonna feel really sad. I think I meant to though. I don't know. I worry I'm playing too much of a low resource game at the moment. Protecting Gran-Gran is just kind of what my hand does though, but obviously leaving me in an awkward spot now where I don't have a huge amount going on. Yeah. Oh boy. I'm in a lot of trouble. Yes, they missed the land too. Oh my god. That's a good exchange for me at least. That answers Gran-Gran? Yeah, we really need to find an accumulate. If we do find one, we're in a good spot though. Ah. I see. You know, I won't say no. Speak of the devil. Love the draw free. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. The dream. Yeah. It's going pretty alright now, I gotta say. Oh my god. It really is that easy. Hmm. I can probably decline. It's looking pretty good for us. Alright, Gran-Gran. Monument. Accumulate diff, yeah. If I was playing the mirror, I would simply just draw accumulate. TBH. I'm not convinced I actually want Riddler. I've yet to really see Riddler do much in mirrors, but maybe I'm wrong. Is Redirect Lightning ever a standard card? Traditionally those sorts of cards haven't been good in standard, but I guess it's not like inconceivable. This would be the bravest block ever. Oh. Goodbye, Gran-Gran. You will be missed. I wish my hand did anything. Right. Kind of loath to get rid of an abandoned attachments. Well, mega punished, but it's fine. And then Jitsu Time Warp. Oh my god. Indeed. Ah. Kind of feel like this hand really just wants to draw a card here. Even though giving my opponent a window to sneak down something through Negate is potentially quite annoying. Aha, they don't even have it. I was just really scared of them making a monument, but apparently they do not have one. Ooh. Alright. Keep hating this graveyard, I guess. Risata's doing some decent chip damage. Pretty tempting to negate this. Maybe that's wrong. Stop them finding whatever they're missing. There we go. That is a good card. Now we just need to find any other good cards. Apparently. What is happening here? Okay. They're getting in for free. Sure thing. Oh, it all makes sense now. That's actually kind of weirdly terrifying. I'm gonna be honest. How many accumulates are they through? They're through 2 of them? I wonder if I'm ever allowed to sack this. To find something to trigger Artist's Talent with. I might need to, although they have talent to get back and accumulate to. I guess I'm just gonna hope to draw something. That qualifies as something. Alright, I suppose that technically also qualifies as something. Problem is they aren't going to cast anything into Annul here, they're going to cast their Riddler. Potentially. Means we don't get our loots. Hmm. Guess we just say go. We can remove this with a Firebending Lesson if we've leveled up talent once more, so it's not like impossible to deal with. You can also Boomerang it to buy some time. I worry if I crack this that it's gonna fire off and accumulate. But yes, I'm doing it. Alright. Yard is gone. Those are good cards. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh. Please don't have another counterspell. Alright. This technically removes Riddler next turn, so I could keep it, or I could dig for a Boomerang. I currently have 2 Boomerangs in my deck. Doesn't kill it for a while. I think I just gotta dig. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay. I will say, this talent has done quite a bit this game. That answers Riddler, okay. Which I suppose is what I am doing. Obviously, if they have a 1-mana spell here, they make lethal, which is hardly ideal. Alright. Yes, we are saying go. One is not 0, but it's awfully close. Oh, I think I have to save this Annul for a monument, right? Maybe. Maybe I just have to counter literally whatever. Because they have the Storm Chasers leveled up, I can't let them find spells. I kind of believe that, honestly. Alright, they are resetting the Storm Chasers. Interesting. Let the loops commence. Yeah, they did bounce her, which is a little surprising, but I guess they just wanted to dig into that deck. We just got this. Fire off some card draw. So plus does not save us anymore. We have to minus, unfortunately. Yeah. Damn. I'm kind of surprised we lost this one. I felt like we were in a really good position at one point. I wonder where it all went wrong. I guess it was just, I don't know. I criticized the Storm Chasers card, but it kind of soloed us there, right? It dealt like a ton. It forced us to crack our Soul Guide. It made like 2 more Otters. Game 3. If Gran-Gran doesn't die, this hand is great. And if she does die, this hand is literally unplayable. I assume I have to mulligan. This is the worst hand I ever seen, and I have to keep. Alright. Well, there's a Gran-Gran. I feel like if I play her now, she just dies on the spot. Right. I should probably just say go. He just dies and lets my opponent put lessons on their yard. Alright. My hand really does just do nothing. Now they get to start looting too. I guess if I cast Gran-Gran, it stops them looting this turn. Sounds pretty horrendous, but sure. Yep. Yes, we get to discard a Firebending Lesson. Oh my god. Yep. Beatable, beatable. Probably put that on red. Not that it particularly matters at this point. Game feels pretty over. They have 6 in hand to my 2. I only have a month to find a deck for the Arena Championship that I actually enjoy. I thought Lessons was it. I guess Lessons is like a lot better when it has Storm Chaser's talent. I don't think I vibe with not playing Storm Chaser's talent. I feel like not playing Storm Chasers just weirdly makes the deck like higher variance. Because you're so reliant on drawing like a handful of good cards. And forced to take the control role like all the time. You're never able to beat down or pressure in like any way. Maybe this resolves. They've used the negate. Probably does resolve. Okay. Are we playing around Quench? How far behind do we feel? Kind of want to not play around Quench. because I feel very far behind. Resolves, okay. Rao has hit the table. And they are not flush with things to do by the looks of things. Okay. That's gonna eat up a lot of my mana. Alright. Am I casting anything else? I'm probably boomeranging something, right? Question is it Otter to protect Rao or Monument? I guess I could go Boomerang Monument and kill the Otter. I could also Boomerang my, like, Lantern next turn. I guess. Try and keep finding, like, a flow of cards here. It's not like bouncing Monument's gonna slow them down that much. I'm probably gonna have to blow up the Lantern. And, like, saving this is also saving a Prowess trigger, which is pretty relevant too. Tricky. Alright. There's the loot. Root. Am I hitting that yard or am I drawing a card? The yard is very juicy. Guess I probably have to hit their yard. Hopefully they don't have accumulate already. They do. Rip. That was very bad for me. My win rate just plummeted. No, stuff it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. In for 6. I don't think we saw Irohs last game, so our otters are probably safe. Oh, I stand corrected. Great. We don't even have Storm Chasers in our deck. The Irohs is so brutal. Already at enough lessons in yard? Yep. Indeed. These cards do not do very much. Okay. Hey, getting to have Negate open is good. Alright, alright. Probably dead, but... I certainly have to negate that one. I guess the problem is they can Storm Chasers Boomerang Basics to bounce Ral. Yeah, so we need to hope like a Monument resolves. So they do have an Abrade in the yard that they can rebuy later to deal with that. They've also not used many Annuls this game, so there's a decent chance they have one. Imagine not putting Storm Chaser's talent in your deck. Just like choosing to play on hard mode. Interesting. Well, that is a good card. It might give me lethal. Apart from that Annul that I was talking about. Yeah. Sure. Do I have any Spell Pierces left in the deck I could dig towards? I guess I do, but then I don't have things in hand to discard anymore. Yep. Alas. Alright, I think I've come to the decision I do not really like not playing Storm Chaser's talent. I feel like it just makes the deck feel a bit less consistent to me when you don't have access to the recursion. Alright, I'm going to be off. Thank you everyone for watching. I will be back on Thursday, probably with more standard.